I am telling you that there are some people that's committed to misunderstanding you. Yeah. They don't want to see you shine. The higher you go, the greater you become, the more investment that you make in yourself, the handsomer you become, the prettier you become, the more mislabeled you become. Yeah. And most often, the people that mislabel you, the people that criticize you, the people that's committed to misunderstanding you, even most of the people that you argue with, are the people that's closest to you. 98% of the people that you've ever fought with, 98% of the people that you've ever had an argument with, is people that you've known for some years, people that you trusted. And those are the very people that's committed to misunderstanding you. Well, we have to understand that people tend to criticize us. People tend to cast judgment on us. People tend to betray us. People misunderstand us intentionally because their wounds told them to. They're looking at us through the lenses of their wounds. WONDS. What they've gone through, the hurt, the pain. Yeah. There are some people that look at us through a lens of what they've been exposed to, yeah, what they've gone through. So if a person has never been outside their zip code, they've never achieved anything, and they're looking at you, you're well traveled, you're gone outside of the state, you have achieved some success, you have celebratory moments, and they're looking at you under a microscope to see where your weaknesses are, to see what your triggers are. So then they'll come at you and they'll analyze you and they'll say, oh, I see that when I tell them that they are a hater, that triggers them. I see that when I tell them that they are petty, that triggers them. I see when I tell them that they are weird, that triggers them. And they'll continue to say it until they break you down. And it's not your job or my job to bring any kind of clarity to their confusion. No, we're not trying to get them to admit their wrongs, or we're not trying to get them to understand who we are. If people want to misunderstand you, let them. If people want to misquote you, if people want to speak bad about you, let them. Because there are some people that's so committed that even if God was standing next to you, their objective is to make you be seen in a different light with others. Most importantly, their job is to make you be seen in a different light to yourself. And it's unfortunate that people, when they no longer can control you, they attack you. When you no longer fit in the box, they call you petty. They throw words at you and say that you've been distant. They call you arrogant. They call you that they can't. They tell you that they can't trust you. It's unfortunate that we live in a society where people throw anything at you when they can't control you. And so my recommendation is, number one, that you have to immediately, when you see them doing it the first time, you have to check them, acknowledge what they've done, tell them, and let them know that they were wrong. If they refuse to acknowledge they're wrong and they continually do it, one of the greatest superpowers you have is your exit. One of the greatest superpowers you have is your silence. They say silence is golden, but I say silence is a superpower. You don't make adjustments for people whose thought process is skewed. One of your other superpowers is asking them to clarify what they are saying. Flip it back on them. Let me ask you a question. What did you mean by what you said? Where did you get that from? And oftentimes they can never back it up, or they'll say something silly, but that lets them know that you were listening. Last but not least, the best solution is not trying to fix them. For some people, the best solution is just moving different. It's just moving out of the way, yeah, so that they can go ahead and carry their emptiness somewhere else. I'm telling you, my friends, yeah, you have to use your boundaries and not your battles. No longer do we pick battles. We just use our boundaries. If somebody is committed to misunderstanding you, that's their choice, and they miss out on getting to know a wonderful person. Let them do that. That's their choice. Yeah. You draw the line and you keep it moving. Let's like, comment, and share.